Hi, we're Emra and Maya, slow travelers on the hunt for hidden gems. Today, we're going to take you on what we think is the best coastal walk near Nice, France. We're going to do a walking tour around Cap Ferrat, a gorgeous peninsula sticking out into the Mediterranean, located between Nice and Monaco. We're going to present this walk to you in two separate videos. This is part 1, from Beaulieu to the lighthouse at the tip of Cap Ferrat. Part 2 will cover the stretch from the lighthouse to Plage Passable and will be posted in a few weeks. Make sure to check that out too. We're going to start the walk in Beaulieu-sur-Mer at the Baie de Fourmies, right across from the casino. He is kind of...
Ma mère est très réaliste.
And here we're approaching David Niven's former villa, which is now called Place David Niven. For those youngsters who don't know who David Niven was, he was a big British Hollywood actor in the 50s and 60s. And I guess he used to own this villa here, own and live in it. Nice. Not sure who owns it today, but doesn't look terribly lived in. We don't see too many people coming and going here, and we walk by here frequently.
Yeah.
Here's another excellent picnic spot. Looks like somebody left their wheelchair there. Nowhere else to be seen. A little bit ominous, yes. Ah, listen to the sound, my favorite sound. The rocks turning over from the waves. Come on, big wave. No. Ah, here's one. Love it. This part is actually open to car traffic too. There's a couple of houses here, maybe a dozen or so, where the residents have permits to drive their cars to their houses and their garages. So not a lot of traffic, but occasionally you'll see a car come in and enter one of these gates like this that don't permit any peeks into the private properties.
Oh, really?
And here around this corner, we're now approaching Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, the main and only town of this peninsula. Saint-Jean with a little marina out there, a couple beaches, a little town center with restaurants, a few shops, and many of them actually still open in the winter. I guess those residents who do live year-round would depend on those. And so while some restaurants and shops close, most of them remain open. Actually, you can see the beach down there too, where today on a sunny Sunday afternoon, the day started rainy and windy, but weather's improved since then and people have come out for what appears to be beach picnics. And then back there you can see the lighthouse of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. Now we're entering the town of Cap-Ferrat. Here's the city hall if you want. And this is now the main road where cars have access, including the bus station. So you can get here by bus as well. This will go back to Beaulieu and then from there to Nice, the eastern edge of Nice. From here you get another good look at the marina. We're now approaching the main town square, if you want, with the restaurants spilling out onto their terraces, overlooking the marina. By the way, if you do decide to make this wall, this is a good place to stop for a bathroom break if you want. It's further down the stairs here towards the left. Nice clean bathroom. Highly recommended. There's more tacky Christmas decorations. And if you do choose to eat at one of the restaurants, do so, but don't eat here. got food poisoning from this place once. Not recommended. So we continue our walk through town, and then we're going to go up the road to find the walking path again. It's kind of a fun bench here in the shape of a whale fin, whale tail. Wet right now, otherwise I would sit down and demonstrate. Got a lovely view here across the bay all the way over to Beaulieu over there, and then Aise, La Turbie, that little hump is called Tête de Chien overlooking Monaco, and behind that ridge there is Monaco itself. That, by the way, is a statue of Winston Churchill painting. Apparently he used to like coming here in the winters and paint. I'm assuming in his retirement. Here's a funny little car. Seems to be made almost entirely out of plastic. This is the Citroën Mon Ami. I think it barely qualifies as a car. It's almost like a scooter with doors and a steering wheel. Tiny, very cute, and I would like to say looks indestructible, but I don't think it is. It's definitely 100% electric. And it goes very slowly on the roads. We're going to continue towards Plage Paloma, but then do a little diversion. We'll tell you about it in a second. Okay, here we come to a crossroads. Today we're going to go the slightly shorter way this way, but there is the option also to go in this direction towards Plage Paloma and then do the long loop. But because it rained yesterday and it's been windy this morning, I think the path might still be slippery. But on a dry day, warm day, highly recommended to go towards Plage Paloma and do the full loop. Today we're going to do a little shortcut and just continue our walk over here. But if you do go in the other direction and do the loop, you'll come back out right here on this walkway into this little park, and then you can follow along there. Can't really get lost over there, so let's keep going. So this is you have to walk along the street here to get to the next walking path, hiking path, whatever you call it. But over there you can see the tip of the smaller peninsula where Plage Passable is on the other side of this. So you would walk around the tip and then come back out here. We're going to go towards the end of that peninsula. Needless to say, some beautiful and very expensive villas around here. Most of the time, actually, you can't see them from the street because they have very high fences and walls to maintain their privacy. But occasionally, you get a peek. Okay, here now we're approaching a left turn to continue onto the walking path, which is right here. And this looks like the road is closed, but it's not. There's actually a passageway on the left of this gate for pedestrians. So we're going to keep going. It says it's a private road and cars and motorcycles are not allowed, but foot traffic is fine. You can see here all the villas with the security cameras watching over you as you walk along. Okay, now we're past the last few homes and onto the walking path. No cars allowed here. And from here, before we embark on the walkway, you can see the small peninsula of Cap-Ferrat with Plage Passable on the other side of that little peak there. So if you do decide to do the Plage Passable loop, that's what you have to look forward to. And then where we just came over to walk was from about over there, where that little park was. Actually, it's not true. It's behind there. Okay, this is now the official start of the Sentier du Littoral, the coastal walk around Cap-Ferrat. On this corner now, we're gonna start seeing the Bay of Nice and Cannes and Saint-Tropez and all that. Bit like a moon landscape here, isn't it? And this is here the gardens of the Four Seasons Hotel. She's a bit angry today. Starting to calm down, but there's the lighthouse. Bit of a climb in this phase, but nothing too bad. Quite a few steps. Steps are a bit steep, I will say that. And here's a little World War II bunker. Top, a lovely view awaits. Ooh, there's some big steps here. Ooh. Okay, here's our lovely view of Nice in the distance here, and Cap de Nice and Villefrance behind those trees. Slightly out of breath from that climb. Okay, we're now at the base of the lighthouse. And we're gonna, from here, find a path that continues around Cap-Ferrat, which is right here. Going down there. That's it for part one. We walked all the way from Beaulieu to the lighthouse, which took us about 1 hour. If you're curious about the rest of the trail, stay tuned for part two, which will cover the stretch from the lighthouse to Plage Passable. Au revoir.